Tonight in our survival series, I have to speak up because it's kind of wet out there. I'm going to be talking about shelter. And when you think about military and shelter, you might be thinking of along the lines of field tents and camping out in the open. But out here in Ireland, sure, a tent is good for an emergency situations, but they're not very practical to live in in any length of time. No, ideally what we prefer is to live in or to survive in a barracks or a structure made of steel and stone. Examples of military structures such as those would be the Castlebar Military Barracks, Longford Military Barracks, Mullingar Military Barracks. They've all been closed for the last few years. As far as I know, they've been taken over by their respective county councils. I'm not sure what they do in them, but in their time, they were originally built by the British way back a long time ago. They served us well over the last 50, 60, 70 years, and so many troops were stationed inside of them, be it for storage and securing weapons and basically somewhere to stay when you're out on exercises. Things that I remember most about my times in barracks: plenty of hot water in the showers, somewhere to rest your head after a long day exercising. You have to have those things, otherwise you'll fall apart within a couple of weeks. What more can I say about them? They had to be closed on account of the fact that they are listed as Class 3 buildings. They had to be preserved properly, which was going to cost an awful lot and wasn't really necessary towards the defence of the country. So they inevitably had to be closed down during the first recession back in 2007, 2008, 2009. So what could we do about that? Well, it would be lovely if there was some sort of preservation society out there that we could get in contact with, and to maybe see how to preserve the military ethos in those buildings, rather than leaving them to the county council to fill them up as some sort of record repositories or funfair areas, things like that. What more can I say about military structures such as them? There's a lot of disciplines behind building those kind of structures. You're talking about things like welding, block laying, plastering, preservation, wood preservation, stone preservation, things like that. So, doing a project around a barracks would be something that would well suit somebody who's military enthusiast mind. And furthermore, those skills, what you'd be doing is you'd be either taking up those skills, or you'd be maintaining those skills and using them for a military style purpose. And furthermore, you could always lend out your skills out to charities like the Liam Mellon Trust, so you can go to Africa and build houses for people and things like that. Just some ideas to throw out there. What more can I say? A folly is defined as a structure that looks like a military structure, but in fact is not a military structure. An example would be a castle. It looks like a castle. It's got high walls, stone walls, but the windows happen to be on the ground level and there's no moat around the building. And somebody who'd live in that would be a fool to think that it's a fortification. That's all I have to say. Take care.